Right, 20% VAT is added to the price of a washing machine. Jules pays £600 for a washing machine, and we have to work out what is the pre-VAT price. Okay, so you have a pre-VAT price of the washing machine. That is then increased by 20%, and that is equal to £600. Okay, so we've got to put this information into an equation. It's asking us to work out something that we don't have a variable or a symbol for, so you have to introduce your own. Let's call the pre-VAT price, in time-honoured tradition, let's call that x. So we have to find x. So x will be involved in our equation that we're going to build. Okay? Now, x, the pre-VAT price, is being increased by 20%. Right, how do we do that in maths? To increase the value of something by 20%, that's the same as multiplying that value by 1.20. Okay? So what we're doing is going from a percentage figure into a decimal. Okay? So we've got our pre-VAT price. To increase that by 20%, that's the same as multiplying x by 1.20. Okay? You need to know how to be able to go from percentages written like that, if it's an increase, into decimals. Okay? So I'll say it again. Increasing something by 20% means multiplying it by 1 plus that number as a decimal. So 1.20. Don't make the mistake of multiplying by 0.20. Okay? An increase of 20% means multiplying by 1.20. Okay? So that's how you do percentage increases. Okay, let's move on. So there's the pre-VAT price. We've increased it by 20%, and that is equal to £600. So equals 600. We've done it. That's the hard bit over with. We have built our equation from the information. Okay? Now we just solve this to find x, and we've got the answer. Good. So you could also write this as 1.20 times x, if you like, equals 600. That's the same thing, slightly neater. It's up to you. Okay. Divide both sides by 1.20. So therefore x is equal to 600 divided by 1.2. I'm not going to bother writing 0 anymore. It would still be correct to write the 0 there if I wanted, but it's not necessary because it's after the decimal. 1.20 is the same as 1.2. Good. So how do we do this? It's a non-calculator. Well, I don't like decimals in calculations. It's easier to do it without. So let's multiply top and bottom by 10, and that'll get rid of the decimal and turn 1.2 into 12. With fractions, you can do whatever you like to the top as long as you do the same to the bottom. So in this case, you're going to multiply top and bottom by 10. So therefore, it becomes 6,000 over 12. Aha! Do you know your 12 times table? 12 goes into 60 5 times. 5 times 12 is 60. So therefore, 12 into 60 goes 5, but there's a couple of extra zeros. So 12 must go into 6,500 times. There we go. We've done it. X is 500. Okay. So the pre-VAT price is 500. £100. So the skill in this question is being able to convert English sentences into equations. That's a very important skill that you need to master. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click the like button, and it would be a massive help if you could subscribe. It would also be amazing if you could support me on Patreon. All the papers and everything are on my website, drjem.com, and I'm also on social media. Thank you.